to the house.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Give to the running back. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Fafita. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Let's go.
Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other, but when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for room, it's Henderson. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quarterback extends the play. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Smashes through. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for first down. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Slings it downfield. Working the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. This should be the last play of the quarter. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires on the move. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Using his legs to buy some time. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Here we go with the run on 4th down. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option.
Going for it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Milroe. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Gonna try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
That's the end of the first half, with the game tied.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the offense. Flushed out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? And guys, this has been a defensive struggle, but now on first and goal, a chance for the first touchdown of the game. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target to the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Gets away, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 7, Alabama.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gets his team the ball at the 37. Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the ball is intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Looking to scramble. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down. Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical, work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Adams. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes. Break.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He leaves it with his back.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. The give and the run on 4th down. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. Running inside the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Martinez. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Arroyo. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to pass. It's Ward. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And they got him for the sack. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Offense set on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Now facing a 3rd and long.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Complete in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
7, Miami, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play, but you're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another first down.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Ward. He'll try to do it himself.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They're trying to get to him.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense finds it.
4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Restrepo. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he could not get loose on the run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Even if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. He's taking the shot. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back at the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Pulls it in. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Ward. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll open the second half with a run. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll go to the ground. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Run